Good evening and welcome to EBTV's production of East Brunswick High School Athletics. Tonight, boys basketball against the Hawks of J.P. Stevens. Hi, I'm Ken Saroka along with Phil Hill. And Phil, after an exciting win against St. Joe's, a come-from-behind win, the Bears played a rather inconsistent, rather disappointing week last week.
They did. They went out and lost to Piscataway, and then they got upset by Old Bridge in a game that they should have won. They fell behind by 13 points, and about time they got back, they never could recover. But I was here Saturday when they played South Plainfield, and they stomped them. They were just aggressive all over the court, and I think 75-43, something like that. They were outstanding on Saturday. So East Brunswick certainly is a team to be reckoned with.
At home, at least, they've seemed to have been taking care of the business here.
I believe they're undefeated at home. I think they got 5-0 here in the Bear Den, and they got a few teams coming back here. They got Piscataway coming here, and then they got South Brunswick coming back here as well. So they're going to need the advantage of the Bear Den.
Well, is this the kind of game where you look beyond and look into the February schedule and see better teams coming in?
They better not look beyond this game, because I talked to James Cardillo, the coach for the Hawks, and he has hopes of them still making the state playoffs. They are 5-9 right now, but he says we really need this game tonight if we hope to make the states at all. A very young team. They start 3 sophomores. This is a team, they won the freshman tournament last year, 23-1, so they got a lot of good young players and whatnot. So I don't think Bo Henning's going to allow them to look past anybody.
For the Bears, who's been stepping up for the Bears?
Well, the Bears are probably as balanced a team as you're going to find. McLaughlin has been doing the job all year, and Eric Eckhart has finally lost his football leg, so he's coming around as well. But I've been impressed by Travis Heilman. Anytime you need a key basket, I saw on TV3 with the big 3 down the stretch there, and again against South Plainfield, he came up with some big baskets as well. But they got balance up and down. About 9 players play very well.
Bears are 8-6 overall, 5-3 in the division. We'll be right back with first half action in just a moment. And we are back. We'll have introductions of the starting 5.
Okay, and Stan Lewis doing a nice job on the national anthem.
And the Bear Den filing in on rather cold and sleet, snow. Well, I guess they have to have it. Finally, it's wintertime.
That's for sure.
Number 11, Alex Cacolio. Number 10, Nick Paul. Number 20, Ruben Miles. 23, Kenny Bland. And 24, Patrick Lem, the starting lineup for the Hawks of J.P. Stevens.
Assistant coach, Mr. Lenny Reyes. And now for your Bears, number 55, Andrew Moran. Number 10,
Jason Henning.
Number 30, Travis Heilman.
Heilman, 30.
23, Andrew Golszewski.
And Andrew Golszewski. And John McLaughlin, 33. Change the starting lineup. Andrew Goring, 55. Entering the starting lineup. Bears 8-6, 5-3 in the division. Coming off of a good solid win against South Plainfield. See if they can build momentum here.
And I tell you, Bo Henning likes this team. I mean, he's just very positive talking about this team. And when you think about that, they lost practically all 5 starters from last year. It's just amazing that they've done as well as they have.
And we have Coach Henning mic'd up. Let's listen in right now.
In February, it's all about as close to 32 minutes, how we want to play, no matter who's on the floor, right? No matter what the situation, how we want to play in all areas of the game, especially in terms of effort and concentration, okay? Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bears played J.P. Stevens in the second game of the season at Stevens. I believe that was an 11, 12-point win.
They won by 11 points, and I don't know if we didn't have our best player or J.P. Stevens didn't have their best player.
But this is a J.P. Stevens team that the varsity team, at least, that won only 5 games all of last year?
All of last year, so they've already matched that. And Cardillo says they're a young team.
McLaughlin will jump at center. And back to Henning, and we're underway. Bears will move right to left on your television screen to start the first half. Henning around the top. Inside, knocked away. Henning will regather it.
And the Hawks are in man-to-man.
That's Travis Heilman around Henning. McLaughlin picks it up. Golszewski. Good ball movement by the Bears. Oh, stepping in the passing lane was Kakolio. Drives in and is fouled by Hennig.
And Kakolio's their best player. He's the go-to guy according to James Cardillo and whatnot.
Well, as a shooting foul, Kakolio will be at the line shooting 2. And he drains the first. And makes a second.
Nice start for the Hawks.
Mild pressure on Henning. Drives into the paint, tries to kick it out. Foul away from the ball. And Kakolio draws the foul. And Cardillo draws a little bit of a lecture from the referee.
Okay.
Non-shooting foul.
This may go to McLaughlin, inbound pass.
Outside jumper, Golszewski
Okay.
drains it, and the Bears get on the board, tied at 2. Pressuring the ball. Bears playing zone. Trapping. Koyo drives it to the foul line and hits the jumper.
4 points for Alex Kakolio.
McLaughlin around the outside. Golszewski. McLaughlin to Heilman. Heilman trying to break it down on the baseline. Looking for help. Bounces it inside. McLaughlin's right there. Misses the easy layup. Goring ties up his defender for the ball. Possession arrow, though, goes to the Hawks.
And the blown opportunity. Nice pass by Heilman.
Heilman draws coverage now on Kakolio. Double team coming. Pressure. Knocked away and stolen by the Bears. Golszewski just looked like that shot.
I'll tell you,
barely
crawled over.
Good defense by the Bears, resulting in the 2 points. Heilman battling around. Goring picks up the loose ball on the floor, and Heilman will bring it back out. Long pass to Golszewski to McLaughlin. Okay. Nice ball movement. McLaughlin scores his first 2. Bears up 6-4. Again, Bears playing a zone defense. Intent to let the ball go around the outside. Kakolio picked up his dribble. Oh, gets it back. Bounce pass to Nick Pohl. Back to Kakolio, drives it into the foul line extended. Pohl thinks about a 3.
I'll tell you, nice tight zone defense there.
Kenny Bland has it stolen away, and McLaughlin will pick it up. McLaughlin goes right inside.
Oh, mercy.
I think he was looking for Golszewski underneath, but that was kind of a half pass, half shot.
Well, he shouldn't have been looking for anybody. He should have took it right up himself. Nobody came to him, and he had a clear path to the basket there.
Eric Eckhart, 32, checks in for the Bears. Goring sits out. Kakolio bounces it off his own foot. Henning from the foul line. And it bounces in. 8-4, 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. First quarter.
Good transition defense by the Bears.
Bears defense out. Bland has a chance to come inside. Stolen away by McLaughlin. Bears packing it in the paint. Oh, again, another bad pass inside. And that pass by Kakolio is knocked away by Heilman and picked up by the Bears. Eckhart against Bland, looking for help. McLaughlin outside 3. Drains it. And we have a timeout called by Coach Cardillo and the Hawks. Bears up 11-4. Let's listen in on Coach Bo Henning.
All right, hey, I want those wings higher on the zone, okay? I want you higher. Remember, if Ski's doing a good job on the side-to-side passes or tough ones, you'll have plenty of time on the diagonal, okay? All right.
Penetrate that gap, too.
Say that again?
When he penetrates, you got to dig out the ball.
Yes. Yeah. So, Erica, you're going to play a little higher than usual here, too. Make sure we're running that diagonal. All right. What did I say? Oh, hey, heads up for a change of defense. Now, do not chase in the double fist, right? I want the ball in front of you where we get a chance to turn and rotate. The reason I sent Ski, he was the last guy's man across the court, right? Everybody just stay up to the ball and alert in that, all right? Let's go. Come on.
Double fist.
Okay, Bo Henning talking about, he thought for a minute about changing defenses, but why? The defense is doing a super job, and I talked about the transition. They're stealing the ball and getting good baskets off the steals.
Well, they're keying on Cocolio, and any passes that are from Cocolio are being swatted away. Cocolio brings the ball up. Double is coming, double team coming. Here comes Eckhart and Heilman. And a traveling.
I'll tell you, and that's a technical.
And a tactical foul for bouncing the ball on Cocolio.
And Cocolio a little frustrated. They had 3 Bears collapse on him. They trapped him right on the side there. He had nowhere to go and just sort of forced his way through and traveled.
And a technical foul in high school basketball is considered a personal foul, so that's the second personal foul on Cocolio.
And Jason Henning will shoot the tech.
First is up and good. Cocolio will sit. 13, Mike Rivers checks in. Second is also good.
And no surprise, his brother Bobby, I believe, holds the record for, along with Paul Matuszewski, for free throw success.
Henning bringing it up against Rivers to Heilman. Golszewski, no, clear out in underneath. Looked like McLaughlin trying to set position 32. That's Eric Eckhart, excuse me. Clearing out. First personal on Eckhart, second team foul. Double team in the backcourt, pressure the ball. Nick Pohl has it now. Ruben Miles inside to Lem.
Good pass.
Just snuck it in over top of the defender. 13-6 our score. McLaughlin outside 3. Golszewski looking to Heilman. Heilman top of the key. Henning bring the ball out. Tugs on his jersey, calls the play. Eckhart to Heilman. Thinks about it, passes inside to McLaughlin. About a 14-footer, drains it.
I tell you, the percentage, the shooting percentage for the Bears has got to be rather phenomenal right now.
Now they're getting good looks, and they're not getting much pressure. Lem inside, gets the ball stripped up. Henning picks the ball up off the ground. Bears breaking. Bounce pass through the hands of Golszewski. For the Bears, 43, Matt Gassis checks in. 31, Steve Grossman, and 15, Brad Reiner checks in. McLaughlin averaging 12.4 points a game. If the Bears have been guilty of anything so far, it's been a little bit too anxious to get that pass inside.
I hear you.
Hand check foul there on Grossman in the backcourt. First personal, third team foul. Ruben Miles will check it in, bring it in. Rivers, guarded by Grossman. Kenny Bland goes through the lane. Oh, and a foul on the backside. Grossman picks up his second quick one.
I'll tell you, reaching foul there, and the official right there, it's a little ticky-tacky, but nevertheless he called it.
Mike Rivers will check the ball in put the ball in play for the Hawks. Right off the inbound there, Kenny Bland had an easy opportunity for a layup. 15-8. Reiner from 3, drains it.
Wow. And I tell you, I saw Reiner Saturday, and young man can pass the ball very well as shoot.
Miles to Rivers to Cole. Cole picked up his dribble all the way across court to Miles. Ball knocked out off of Brad Reiner. JP Stevens will put the ball in play in the corner. Ruben Miles will trigger. To Rivers. Long jump shot knocked around, but we're going to have an over the back foul. Kenny Bland.
No doubt about it.
Heilman will check in for Golszewski.
And the Bears with a 10-point lead at this juncture.
Reiner slowly bringing the ball up, looking for help here. 10 count on. Brings it across. Pass inside. Grossman doesn't have an angle. Passes it to Gassis to Grossman. Heilman, around the outside we go.
I'll tell you, good movement by the Bears.
Inside pass again. Trying that inside bounce pass, not working. Nick Pohl picked up his dribble. Miles trying to break down. Brad Reiner, great on the defense. Rolling around on the floor.
That's a travel. More times than not, the officials will call that.
Dante Mickens checks in, replacing Nick Pohl.
And still the Hawks haven't been able to solve the Bear defense here. A tenacious defense by the Bears, smothering defense.
1 minute, 19 seconds left to go. Reiner to Eckert. Eckert drives in. Oh, nice little floater.
I'll tell you, good body control.
Eric Eckert gets on the scoreboard. Pressure defense by the Bears, bounces it off. Good hands by Heilman to knock it away. Reiner to Eckert. Eckert trying to find position inside. Oh, soft off the glass. Nice touch. Eric Eckert twice now, back-to-back possessions. Eckert able to softly put it in. 22-8. Pressure defense here. Rivers still outside 3. That's Miles, no good. Bland with the rebound. Kenny Bland had his easy basket there.
That's his 6th point of this quarter. And the Bears will play for 1.
15 seconds left to go. Heilman inside. Matt Gassis looking for, and blocked by Bland. 4 seconds, 3. And Heilman will just hold on to the ball. End of the first quarter, our score, Bears 22, Hawks of JP Stevens 10.
Mercy, mercy.
But it wasn't, well, let's listen in on here Coach Hennig's assessment of this.
Ski for Steve. All right, hey, now listen to me. Also, let's make sure we're not giving up second shots, right? We're not looking to run until we've clearly secured it, okay? Where are they putting guys against the 1-3-1?
All over. They're like 3 guys up top.
They're all high, it seems, right? They're all high. So listen, if you see that there's definitely nothing on the diagonal, right? Well, you can maybe cheat out, but don't do it foolishly, right? We don't give up an easy one out of that.
Sometimes they have like a high post and then like a low post posting.
Yeah, that's okay, because we're covering the high post with the top man.
Behind the guy in the low post, or that's not my man?
You got to stay on top of it so you can get to the corner, okay? All right, hey, we are not fronting any postmen in our man-to-man. We are just 3/4 in position, all right? Let's go.
Gotta like the two-way communication there. Usually, there's a lot of times coaches don't want you to say anything in the huddle there. Bo Henning allows a give and take there to make sure things are clear, and you gotta like it.
And he's a good basketball teacher, so his students, his pupils, as it were, will respond to him that way.
Exactly.
Eric Eckhart will trigger the inbounds as the Bears will start the second quarter with possession. McLaughlin. Eckhart finding space. Nice little 10-foot jumper off the rim, no good. Golszewski with the rebound. Skied high for that. But his pass to Reiner goes awry. Oh, nice. Brad Reiner just tapped the ball right behind. Gets it back. And a layup.
And Reiner gets rewarded.
Mickens picked up the dribble a little early. Ruben Miles will trigger the inbounds.
And Bo Henning making the point that they haven't really made adjustments to the 1-3-1. Everything seems to be up top.
Long three. Good by Ruben Miles. 24-13. Bears. McLaughlin slowing it down. Watching the cutters come through the paint. Golszewski. McLaughlin picks up the pass, going to drive baseline. Little strong off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, though. Puts it up, blocked by Lem.
And Lem takes it out of bounds. It will be the Bears' ball.
And they will trigger from underneath their basket. McLaughlin, bounce pass to Eckert, around to Golszewski, back to McLaughlin.
Beautiful, he missed it.
Missed the layup, but a beautiful execution there. Around the outside we go. Mickens, ball knocked away. McLaughlin's trying to bat it around. Rivers, guarded by Heilman. Bears have been doing that
a lot and getting away with it. More times than not, officials will call it that reach around there, but they've been making contact with the ball cleanly, and the officials are letting them play.
Henning checks in along for the Bears with
Rashad Morris, number 5.
Yeah. That was the reach in you were talking about.
That's right, and that one was a little sloppy there, and they got caught there. But the other ones have been a little cleaner.
Cacolio will check back in, and who's coming out? That's Matt Margon. Mickens will trigger the inbounds. Cacolio guarded by Golszewski. Collapsing defense there. Kenny Bland, long jumper, no good. McLaughlin gets the rebound. Going to drive it right through the paint to Golszewski. Golszewski going to take it back out. Henning's going to launch a three. No good, hard off the rim. Mickens, guarded by Henning.
Now the Bears are in man-to-man defense right now. Switching up on the Hawks.
Bland. Outside. Patrick Lem has the ball stolen by Eric Eckhart. Eckhart one-on-one. Draws the foul. Nice touch, though. Eckhart to kind of hold up.
I'll tell you, I like Eric Eckhart. Good body control. Eric Eckhart is an athlete, and, of course, he's an all-county receiver for the Bear football team, and just a fine all-around athlete, solidly built.
Eckhart will be shooting, too. Short on the first. Cacolio checks back in real quick, and so does Ruben Miles.
Eckhart had 15 points against St. Joe's. A big game for him.
Second is on its way and good. 5 points for Eric Eckhart today. He'll take a seat as Matt Gassis checks in for him. Golszewski checks out, and Heilman checks in. Henning, Morris, Heilman, McLaughlin, and Gassis, your 5 Bears on the floor. Henning ties up his man, but loses the ball. Ball's though picked up by McLaughlin. McLaughlin, a floater in the lane. No, just doesn't go. Off of either McLaughlin or Morris. and it will be Hawk possession. 25-13, 5:20 left to go, second quarter. Our EBTV coverage here of Bears boys basketball. I'm Ken Saroka along with Phil Hill.
Okay, full court pressure here, and trying to trap here. And the Hawks get it over.
And the Bear Den getting on Kikoyo, I guess, since he already has one technical foul. Ball knocked away by McLaughlin. A little dangerous reach in there. Ball popped up in the air. Oh, McLaughlin stepped on the end line.
Okay, Kenny Bland was saying my bad for a foul. He thought he fouled him, but McLaughlin stepped on the end line. They called that first.
Kikoyo inside pass to Lem. Loses control. Morris on the ground, but Lem knocks it out of play. Henning. Shad Morris to Gassis. Back to Henning. Gonna launch a three. Drains it.
Okay. His brother Bobby just walked in, so maybe that's for him.
Henning with 7. Rashad Morris knocks the ball out of bounds. Aggressive Bears defense tonight.
Very aggressive, and that's the way they were against South Plainfield on Saturday. Just all over the place.
Kikoyo. Kick ball. Heilman got his foot in on that one. The Hawks aren't getting anything in the low post.
And Henny mentioned that he was surprised everything seemed to be out top, considering they were in the 1-3-1.
Could have been a kickball violation there, but Heilman picks it up to Matt Gassis. Gassis looking for help. Shad Morris to Henning, around to Heilman. Heilman will launch a three. Strong off the rim, no good. Koyo drives it in. The long three attempt by Nick Pohl is wide. Henning, 2-on-1.
Good vision, I tell you.
Bounce to Rashad Morris. Nice pass. Morris could not get the ball to fall. Two-shot foul coming up, though.
Okay, Rashad Morris, as you see him go to the line, the 5'10" senior had 9 points against South Plainfield Saturday and had some pretty nice moves.
First is hard off the rim, bounces around, no good. Matt Margon checks back in, this time for Patrick Lem, who sits out for the first time. Morris drains a second, puts himself on the scoreboard. Full court pressure. Miles knocked down by McLaughlin. Picked up by Bland. Bland coming back for the ball nicely. In the paint. Dishes it out. Long three attempt. Bounces off the rim, no good. Bland with the rebound. He's going to go up. And get hacked.
By Morris. And I tell you, for the Hawks, it must seem like the Bears have 10 players out there defensively, because they're fighting hard to get any kind of open shot.
Well, they're moving around enough. You might think there would be a blur out there. The first attempt by Bland is no good.
Well, Bland coming off a 8-point, 12 rebound game against North Hunterdon, and a victory they had, 47-23 over North Hunterdon on Saturday.
Olszewski checks back in. This time McLaughlin will sit. Second is no good. Eric Eckhart with the rebound, looking for an outlet to Heilman. That pass is knocked out of Golszewski's hands.
And the Bears will maintain control.
3:23 left, 29-13 our score. A little bit of conferencing going on. Apparently somebody in the Bears den had an air horn, and the referee, Mr. Murphy, the principal, is up in that stand right now. He's going to go up and instruct what's going on up there along with Mr. Knoppenberger.
I tell you, between Knopp and Mr. Murphy, they don't play that. They expect good sportsmanship. They expect you to be a ruly crowd. They don't mind you cheering as a group and whatnot, but they're no nonsense when it comes to anything that appears to be unsportsmanlike.
Looking ahead on the Bears' schedule, they play on Thursday against Perth Amboy away. And then next Tuesday away at Edison.
That's true, but I talked to Bo Henning about his February schedule. February 1st, South Brunswick at home. February 3rd, Cardinal McCarrick at home. February 5th, St. Joe's away. And then February 8th, Piscataway at home. That is tough.
That's tough to end the season on that note, but got to win these games now. Inside pass.
Good pass by Henning.
To Matt Gassis, and Gassis easy layup.
And Gassis on the board.
7 Bears so far have scored. Margon will pass over to Pohl. Pohl blocked by Highland, but picks up his own rebound and puts it in. Nick Pohl's first points.
Pohl staying with it.
Pressure. Ball tipped up. Pohl, ooh. And the pair of number 10s colliding there, and Jason Henning knows he was wrong for going after. Actually, that was against 14, Matt Margon. Second personal for Jason Henning, and Brad Reiner's going to check back in with only 2:41 left in the half.
I'll tell you, as I saw that ball go up like that, I expected Travis Hyman to try to spike it. Tremendous volleyball player.
Nick Pohl, that is Nick Pohl up the line. He was the one that was fouled. Drains his first free throw.
Pohl, a 5'10" sophomore, one of the young players again for the Hawks.
And makes a second. Passes seem to be floating just a little too much. Highland tried to dribble through his legs. Stolen. Kokoyo drives baseline, looks for help. Dishes it back out to Miles. Miles drains a jumper. Now 31-19. A little less comfortable a lead. And ball stolen by Pohl. And then Ruben Miles hits a jumper from the free throw line, and Coach Henning does not like what he sees.
Back-to-back shots by Miles and whatnot, and the Bears don't want this to get out of hand here.
Let's listen in on a rather upset Coach Henning.
At least look at both options, right? Remember, the options are going to be a little bit over and away. All right, Johnny's got you here. Hey, it's kind of they're kind of matching up out of it, right? So you may have to use your dribble a little bit. If we dribble at you, make sure you stretch it. Now, we're dribbling it up the side. I don't want to see the 2-man out there and running right next to our first base guy, our 4-man, right? Stay in the middle. Just keep a distance between them, okay? And the opposite side, we may go over and away. You might need to be a reverse man, okay? All right, come on, let's take care of this.
Hey, Ken, I got to laugh. You talk about an upset Bo Henning and whatnot. Bo Henning, he hasn't changed. You really can't tell when he's upset. He may raise his voice a decibel or so, but that's about the extent of it. And that doesn't say he can't get angry, but he displays it the appropriate time.
Long pass knocked out of Heilman's hands, and Bears will retain possession. Right to Coach Cardillo did not particularly care for that call.
The official was rather adamant about it, though.
I said those passes seem to be floating just a little too much.
Really.
Inside bounce pass to McLaughlin. Oh, McLaughlin cannot get the roll.
Okay, nice pass by Reinhardt again. Feed him down in the low post, and ball just rolled off for McLaughlin.
Matt Margon picks up his first personal. We'll be shooting foul shots from here on out. Bears with 17 fouls, and the Hawks with 6.
And McLaughlin had 14 points versus South Plainfield. Came in this game with 164 points overall for the year. Of course, his big game, 30 points against Colonia.
And he makes both.
All right.
9 points overall for McLaughlin. Minute 45 left to go. Ball knocked out by Golszewski. Ball bouncing around on the ground. Good defense again. Now driving. That was Bland. McLaughlin rode him, though. And McLaughlin will pick up his first personal foul. This is a shooting foul, 1-1.
And Bland, the leading scorer right now. No, I take that back. Miles is the leading scorer. Bland.
Bland I have him with 5, counting that free throw. Second free throw, since he made the first, is hard off the rim. McLaughlin with the rebound. Dribbles it out. No, he's going to pass to Reiner. Brad Reiner's going to bring the ball up to Golszewski. Golszewski baseline to Eckhart. Eckhart blocked. And Hawks are going to run with it. And bouncing it off his foot is Kokolio and almost into the open door to the locker room.
I'll tell you, Kokolio trying to stutter move and stuttered the ball away from himself.
Double team pressure here. Reiner looking for help.
Hawks trying to do some trapping themselves.
Oh, Eckhart had a wide open layup. And he tried to shoot before he had the ball in his hands. And again, if that's the one fault we've seen tonight, it has been those bounce passes in the paint.
Well, that's a T.O. moment there. Dropping the ball, which Eckhart didn't do much of at all during the football season.
1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in this first half. Playing on the outside here, Kokolio. Heilman got his hands in it, knocks it back. Nice to knock it back to Golszewski. Golszewski's going to drive.
Over the top.
Over the top, and it looked like that was McLaughlin who got the rebound and got fouled.
And Matt Margon fouling McLaughlin hard.
Actually, going to call that foul on Nick Pohl, number 10. McLaughlin will shoot 2 in the act of shooting.
Okay, McLaughlin coming into this game averaging 12.5 points per game, so he is the leading scorer for his team.
Right now, McLaughlin with 10.
John, a 6'3" senior.
Rattles around, no good. Bland with the rebound. Rivers knocked away. Koyo, spin move. Oh, missed it. And Margon with a strong rebound. JP Stevens hanging around. 30 seconds left to go, and they're down 10. Brad Reiner better be aware that there's a count coming. Oh, now we got it. McLaughlin inside the paint to Eckhart. No, nice no-look little pass there.
Hey, very sweet.
18 seconds left to go. Trapping defense here. Miles on the outside of Kokolio. Oh, no, that's Rivers. Inside to Bland. Bland launching a 3.
Wow. I'll tell you, these Hawks are gritty.
And they cut the lead at half to 36-27, 9-point
I'll tell you,
lead.
That's the closest they've been in a while.
And maybe that switch to the man-to-man defense really didn't work.
Well, I think they just finally helter-skeltered and started hitting some baskets there. But you better believe Bo Henney's going to talk about it at halftime in the locker room, and they'll make some adjustments.
Well, Phil, I was tuning on the TV yesterday, and I just happened to see the 1987 GMC Championship games from the RAC, the Rutgers Athletics Center, and there you were broadcasting that game.
I'll tell you, TV3, you got to give the whole crew credit. The whole encore presentation. I got to see that was JP Stevens in the county finals, 1987 Frank Knoppenberger coach team, where they actually won the counties. But TV3 has done a super job. They had the 1984 state playoff, first round state playoff game in football against JP Stevens also. And starting this week, starting the month of February rather, they're going to have the 1985 first round football playoffs, and also against JP Stevens. So TV3, that encore, not only for sports but encore for other things, I think it might have been the brainchild of David, but and from what I understand, they have had tremendous response about it. I walked in the day and I said to Frank Knoppenberger, "I'm making you famous all over again." He just laughed. You know? A nice touch, though, really.
Yeah, it's nice to see those archival games, to see and hear the names of the past. I mean, we have the program literature here, and we can see all the records and everything.
That's the truth.
Now, Frank Knoppenberger is now the athletic director for the Bears. We'll be back in just a moment with second half action. And the second half almost ready to get underway. You're watching EBTV's coverage of East Brunswick High School boys basketball tonight against J.P. Stevens. I'm Ken Saroka along with Phil Hill. 36-27 our score at halftime. But Phil, Stevens really made a good comeback on the Bears.
They did make a comeback, and we're sort of trying to figure out how that happened and whatnot. And it may be they were in that 1-3-1 zone where they were very effective and switched to man-to-man, and a few of the Stevens players in a helter-skelter sort of way were able to get open and get shots there. So it will be interesting to see if Bo Henning goes back to the 1-3-1 and away from the man-to-man.
And a good pressure on offense, a good movement, ball movement, but that bounce pass in the lane kind of went awry most times they tried it.
Right. Again, I don't think it's a lack of effort by the Bears. The Bears have been playing tough both sides of the ball all day, and you can expect that to continue. Let's see if Stevens gets some confidence, though.
J.P. Stevens moving right to left now for the second half. Eckhart, Golszewski, McLaughlin, Heilman, and Henning. Henning picks the ball up on the floor. On a steal, nice steal, and pass back to Eckert.
Cardillo wanted to walk. He says, when my man rolled, you called it a walk. Why not for Henning?
And Golszewski comes right out and drains a three. 39-27 our score.
Golszewski with 10 points.
Lem inside. Now they are paying. Ah, nice. The hands up. McLaughlin with the hands up.
They have come back to the zone. You're right.
And that was Kokolio, who wasn't happy about that shot. Henning looking for help. Inside to McLaughlin. McLaughlin against Lem. McLaughlin reverses.
Just a very strong move by McLaughlin there.
12 points for John McLaughlin. His season average, 12.4. So McLaughlin right there tonight. Bears pressuring at half court. Kokolio to Pole. Back to Kokolio. Just at the elbow there. Kenny Bland sticks a jumper.
I'll tell you, 9 points for Kenny Bland.
Travis Heilman. Long bounce pass to Henning. Henning as the Bears, good movement. Heilman from the corner.
Yes.
And he hits a three. Looked like his foot was on the line, but they'll give him a three.
Is that his first points of the day?
His first points.
Wow.
Pole picks up his dribble. Bears doing a great job forcing the J.P. Stevens ball handlers to pick up their dribble early.
And again, it's the zone defense. They had trouble early on. Bo Henning goes back to it, and once again, the Hawks are having trouble.
Kokolio, look, and Golszewski got his hand in there. Another foul line jumper for Bland, not going to fall. Heilman, long pass to Golszewski, ahead of the pack, scores the layup.
I'll tell you, good outlet pass by Heilman, and McLaughlin puts it down.
Bears on a 10-2 run to open the half. Ball knocked out of hands, but controlled by Kokolio, drives inside the lane. Stolen by Henning to Golszewski. And Golszewski has it blocked as he tried to pull up a little early on that. Kokolio gets the layup.
I'll tell you. 6 points for Alex Kokolio.
Henning tugs on his jersey, calls the play.
And the Hawks are in the man-to-man.
Heilman again for three. Long off the rim, no good. Nick Cole, guarded by Henning. Miles drives baseline, pass it back out. Over and back.
A little late with the whistle there. Backcourt a while ago.
Unforced error there. Okay, watch the high-low. Henning to Heilman. Round to Golszewski. Golszewski's going to look for another three. No good. Rebound to Pole. Pole brings it out. Inside, trying to feed it to Bland. Stolen by Eckhart. Eckhart now backs it back out.
Smartly. Henning.
Henning.
Ooh.
Little strong. Kenny Bland with the rebound.
And Bland scores down the other end.
Defensive lapse there by the Bears. 46-33. Inside to Eckert in the paint. Eckert trying to use his body against Lem.
Yep.
Lem blocks him. Goes up again, has it blocked, but this time Lem's going to get called for the foul, a little touch foul. And Eric Eckhart will shoot two.
And Eric Eckhart, 5'10", senior, averaging about 9 points per game.
Strong upper body, though.
Strong all over.
Makes the first. For the Bears, Grossman checks in. Golszewski will sit.
And I got Eckert with 6 points.
.351 remaining. Eckhart misses the second. Ball's knocked around, but controlled by the Hawks. Mike Rivers handling the ball now against Henning. Henning pressuring. Bears now back to a man-to-man defense, looks like. And
Miles Rubin. Rubin Miles. And he has 9 points.
oh, a little strong on the lay-in attempt by Heilman. And McLaughlin blocks Bland, but
Tenacious. Bland comes right back.
staying with it. Lead back down to 10. Eckhart.
Strong.
And score it. And the foul. Foul on Margon, his second. Brad Reiner and Matt Gassis will check in for the Bears. McLaughlin needs a rest. He looks a little winded. Henning sits down for the Bears as well. Eckhart at the line shooting one. And makes it 50th point for the Bears.
And Eckhart at his average, 9 points.
Full court pressure by the Bears. Grossman to Miles. Miles drives in the paint, puts up a floater, no good. Ball in the hands now of Reiner. Reiner looks to break. 3-on-2, but he'll pull it back out, wait for help. Picks up his dribble, though. Drops it inside to Eckhart, triple teamed. Eckhart blocked.
And Reiner down to reach in.
First personal on Reiner. Team second, or team first, excuse me. Got Miles picked up his dribble. Kokoyo's going to look a long three. Bounces off, no good, off Matt Gassis.
Kokolo's shot touched every part of the rim, just didn't go down.
On that play, Miles was wide open on the baseline. Bears a little loose on that. Kokoyo drives, down the baseline, puts up a floater and scores
here
it.
Comes the Hawks.
50-39, 2:10 left in the third quarter. Reiner drives it across. Looks for help. Eckhart, nice move away. Matt Gassis from the baseline, gets the friendly roll.
And Gassis' second basket of the night.
Golszewski will check back in at the next break. Margon, no good.
Flatlined it.
Grossman with the rebound. Brings it up, gets just inside the key. A little too early, perhaps, to be hoisting up shots. J.P. Stevens back.
Blocking foul, wow. Reinert called for the blocking foul.
Didn't look like he had his feet established.
Quite set, trying to draw the charge there, went down hard.
McLaughlin and Golszewski check in, Eckhart and Heilman check out. Second team fouls, non-shooting foul. Kokolio drives baseline, gets around Reiner but misses the layup. Nice move, but did not get it to roll. Reiner to Grossman. Looking for help, Matt Gassis just inside three. Ooh, nice rainbow jumper, Matt Gassis' third basket. Bears lead back out to 15. Minute 5 remaining. Kokolio from the free throw line, bank shot.
I'll tell you, over the front of the basket. I don't think he called that.
Grossman. Guarded by Rivers. Golszewski to Matt Gassis. Pressured hard, just outside the three.
Good tight defense there.
And a foul. It would have been a 5-second call had there not been a foul.
I'll tell you, Margon called for it. Margon reaching in.
And that's his third personal. Non-shooting foul. Only the team's third. Golszewski thinks about it. Will then drive in the paint. Dishes to Gassis. Gassis seems to have the hot hand. No, misses this one. McLaughlin comes down with the rebound. Grossman, though, fights Rivers for it.
They're playing for one shot now. And just not a smart foul. And Cardillo telling Alex Kokolio that really wasn't a smart nor necessary foul.
And Alex Kokolio had to restrain himself. Another little incident like he had in the first quarter, and he'd be teed up a second time and out of here.
Out of here, that's for sure.
Henning against Kokolio. Picked up his dribble. Golszewski coming down to three.
Yes. Wow.
Matt Gassis for two.
Matt Gassis has been a gas, I'll tell you. He's on fire.
Bears win that quarter 20-14. And now we have a presentation from our cheerleaders.
I'll tell you. Well, they're not facing this way, so I don't know.
Well, let's still introduce them.
Okay, this, of course, Coach Michelle Spaduto, and they're your cheerleaders. You got Karen Kindle, Michelle Lozano, Sam Angeline, Alyssa Tucci, Madeline Witchell, Lindsay Katarzi, Ileana Rosado, Melinda Toto, Katie Wolverton, Nicole Ward, Brittany Scholes, Carly Pavlicek, Jessica Conover, Valerie Koppel, Brittany Ferrone, Jasmine Middleton, Carrie Brining, Lucy Toto, Tanisha Banks, Chris Santiago, and Matt Leonard. And I think they're probably going to come out and face the cameras maybe the next time.
Next time, maybe next time. Okay.
We'll
One quarter left to go. Bears up 56-41. Matt Gass has had the hand in that quarter, hitting 3 buckets down the stretch. McLaughlin. Grossman has it stolen. No, gets it back. Gassis to Grossman. Bears content to hold on to possession here. Gassis outside 3. Top of the key to Henning. McLaughlin's going to try to drive it in, loses control. J.P. Stevens on the break. And that's Ruben Miles.
Miles with 11 points on this evening.
Henning looking for help. Gassis to Grossman.
And the Bears clearly trying to take care of the ball a little more, taking a little time off the clock. Looking for a good shot.
Matt Gassis just inside 3. No good. Rebound to Bland. Outlet to Kokolio, but he drops it.
I'll tell you. And the people on the side waving for the cameras.
Yeah, they get a little FaceTime. Grossman thinks about a 3. McLaughlin. Olszewski. Grossman. Bears content to play around the arc, but nice save, Gassis into McLaughlin. McLaughlin guarded toughly. And as he tries to make the move.
I'll tell you, Bland is called on the foul. We've seen worse fouls than that, but nevertheless it's called, and we go out to the side to the Bears.
Well, that's an instinctual move. If somebody's up on you that tight, you get the ball, you got to try to make an offensive move. Jason Hennig has the ball knocked out of his hands, but recovers, drives, looks for help. Gassis. Nice soft touch, Matt Gassis.
Gassis is doing it.
It's a nice little 10, 12-foot range right there. Bears up 58-43, 6:10 left to go in this fourth quarter.
Gassis with 10 points.
Inside move to Bland.
Rather bland shot there. No arch on it.
Matt Gassis.
Oh, nice feed.
They're just a little bit intimidated there. Bland's had a few rejections, had a few block shots here. Inside. Now that's a soft, nice move there.
I'll tell you.
Bland starting to rack up some points here.
15 points for Kenny Bland.
Most of them coming from about 4 feet or less in distance. Gassis picks up the loose ball. Grossman thinks about a 3. Ball off the leg. Now Golszewski will launch a 3. No good. Ball knocked out by Gassis in the hands of Kokolio. Kokolio bumping with Jason Hennig.
And the thing about it, Kokolio is going to try to take that ball himself regardless and whatnot, instead of pulling up and trying to find somebody open. Nevertheless, he drew the foul.
McLaughlin sits down. Eckert checks back in. Maybe a little more muscle in front. Patrick Lem in as well for the Hawks. Miles spins. His shot's air ball off track. And the Bear Den giving it to him.
Of course.
Hennig to Gassis. Gassis off the glass. No good. But a push.
And I'll tell you, this crew has allowed more reach rounds players to get away with it. Usually officials want to call that right away, but they've really allowed them to play.
Gassis hits the first.
His 11th point.
Travis Heilman will check in. And we have a timeout going to be called. So we'll have to wait for the second free throw. Let's listen in on Coach Hennig.
He's going to try some type of pressure here. Jake, you going past it?
No, I want to play more man out of this, right? I want to start getting some stops in our man. Now listen, we can't play post defense where they come over, get an angle, throw it, and it's a layup. Okay? Listen to me, if you don't like your angle, the battle has just begun inside. Reestablish position and make them score over you, okay? But we can't give those lanes to the basket. Everybody got that? All right. We'll help you out there with some decent ball pressure. You know they're going to come pressing now. Timeout-wise, Zach. We got 4 left, okay? I think we should keep running, but I think we should use great judgment in our run, right? You don't see a great opportunity, get it out and hammer something at them, okay? Everybody with me on that? All right, let's go.
See if you can reverse the ball move.
Okay, Ken, Bo Henning letting them know with 4:54 left in the game, you can expect the J.P. Stevens Hawks to try to pressure them. He's saying recognize that, but don't overreact. Be smart on how we play things from here on in. Basically, he's saying take care of the ball and take good shot attempts.
Well, right now the Bears will be in the bonus situation. JP Stevens with 6 team fouls. So everything from here on out is going to be a shooting foul. Gassis on the line for his second free throw. Drains the second.
And I got to believe that's his high for the season, 12 points. I may be wrong.
Koyo and Nick Paul. Koyo being guarded by Henny. Trying to get inside to Bland. Foul over the top. Matt Gassis picks up the personal.
And it still will go out underneath there.
Or the 4th team foul, first personal foul on Gassis. Kokoyo will trigger the inbounds underneath the basket. Inside pass, trying to get it inside to, that seems to be the offense now. Get it inside, pound it inside to Kenny Bland.
I think Bland got away with one. I thought it went off his hands.
Kokoyo will trigger from the opposite side. Gas is trying to deny. Bland drives in, spin move. No spin, though, on the shot.
No lift.
Gassis with the rebound to Henning. Henning to Grossman. Grossman looking to go inside, no help. Henning to Eckhart, drives inside. Reach in foul there by Ruben Miles. Be a 2-shot shooting foul. Eckhart at the line shooting 2.
Okay. Eckhart's 10th point of the night and shooting for his 11th.
Makes them both with 4 minutes, 14 seconds to go, 62-45. I believe that's the biggest lead that the Bears have had, 17 points. Bears playing man-to-man. Nick Pohl for a long 3. Oh, bounces around, no good. Eric Eckhart, a little help from Travis Heilman on the rebound there, tapping it. Eckhart to Heilman, to Grossman. Grossman gets inside. Passes to Gassis. Gassis has that nice touch from about 10 feet out. Bland guarded by Gassis, bumping. Gassis will pick up his second personal. 5th team foul.
Okay, Gassis playing good ball today.
Grossman trying to draw a foul on Nick Paul. Long shot, no good. Mickens picks the ball away from Henning, gets to the foul line, stops and pops for Dante Mickens, his first basket. Grossman to Henning. Henning to Eckhart. Eckhart blocked by Lem, blocked again by Lem. But this time, Patrick Lem will get called for the foul, his 3rd.
And Eckhart will go to the line once again.
64-47. Bears look like they're taking care of business here at home in the Bears' den. Eckhart shooting 2. Makes the first. McLaughlin will check back in for Matt Gassis. Good round of applause for Matt Gassis. Good job off the bench.
Good job all the way around. And Bo Henning gives him a pat on the head.
Eckhart makes the second.
His 6th free throw of this evening.
Mickens to Nick Paul. To Miles. Back out to Mickens. Trap there. Now Bland looking for Miles. No arch on the elevation. Ooh, ball knocked away. Picked up by Mickens. Mickens to Ruben Miles. Miles scores the basket. Long down court pass. Heilman to Eckhart. Heilman to launch a 3 from the corner. Long.
A little strong.
Henning against Mickens, down the baseline. Howland picks it off, looking to run. To Grossman, Grossman to McLaughlin.
Nice.
Timeout. As the score 68-49, 19-point lead for the Bears.
And the Bears clearly have this one well in hand, Kenny.
Let's listen in, Coach Henning.
As in who?
What?
As in who?
Whatever you want.
I like Goring for somebody.
Yeah.
Goring for Eric.
Yeah, going for Eric.
That's enough for right now. I'll get down.
Matt back for John.
Not right at the moment.
Shot now, you sure?
Not right now.
Should have his feet against the press deep. Make sure you look for the layup.
Andrew, hurry up. All right. All right, defensively right here. Defensively, let's go open hand right here. Make sure that you're kind of between the two passers, okay? So those that go long time over the top to help everybody out, okay? No direct passes. I don't want the ball thrown. Who's playing the middle? You? I don't want the ball thrown to that high post, so you got to side it and discourage it, okay? You got to step up some, yeah. You gotta step up. All right, come on. We got still have those timeouts if we need them. John has it out of bounds.
Andrew Goring will check in for the Bears, replacing Eric Eckhart. Early conversation there about, possibly emptying the bench. 19-point lead.
Okay.
Launching a three is Miles. Strong, off the rim, no good. Heilman skies for the rebound. Heilman's going to bring it up. Nice screen by Grossman there. Heilman, baseline, drives, no good. McLaughlin with the rebound, swatted away by Bland, and the Hawks will run. Rashad Morris checks in. And the bench clearing does begin in earnest. Rashad Morris checks in for the Bears along with 25, Aaron Way. Way to Goring, Goring to Henning, to Grossman, back out to Henning. Bears content to just run clock. Goring walked with it. Little bump there by Bland, but nothing really serious. They're called. Dan Gibbons, number 50, checks in. So the only starter in the game, Jason Henning.
To keep things under control, regardless.
Rashad Morris against Pohl. Pohl gets into the lane, decides to back it out. Bland on the drive, gets fouled. Rashad Morris on the foul. Second personal.
And Glenn has played a full game today at the line, trying to get his 16th point, and he does.
1:09 remaining. (68-51).
Bland, just a sophomore.
Morris falls down. Ball is knocked out, but out of bounds off Morris's hand. Inside. Gibbons comes down with the rebound, waits for Henning.
Oh, wow. And they again, that reach around there, and at that time it slapped off Henning and went out of bounds.
68-51. Less than a minute to go. Goring. Bland tries to go right through him. Ball on the floor.
I'll tell you, no.
Timeout. Gibbons calls a timeout. Smart move there instead of trying to wrestle with it or find an open
I'll
Bear
tell you
player.
what, for the Hawks, you got to give them credit for not continuing to hustle. And James Cardillo is in his 8th season here, and he's got a very young team, so they'll be back. They'll be back.
You said that they had won the freshman tournament last year.
23-1, I believe, or 23-1, right. So he's got a lot of young ball players. Like I said, Cardillo looks like a kid himself. This is his 8th season. He's got Bland is a sophomore. Ruben Miles is a sophomore. Dana Mickens is a junior. They have nothing but underclassmen here. So
yeah, we were talking to Coach Henning just before the game, and he said, "This team, watch this team 2 years from now.
2 years is going to be tough.
It's going to be tough,
right?
They'll have that experience of playing together." Goring forced to call a timeout. The Bears have a couple of timeouts, but we're just using them up here.
Excuse me.
But that's only going to be a 30-second timeout. Let's listen in on Coach Henning.
Yep. All right, let's set the same thing up. Jay, you were guarded that closely?
Well, the guy who's going to call.
All right, now listen. Jay's going to come off, Andrew, right? That was good the way you stepped open in that. That's really good. If Rashad's got to step on this kid, throw it to him, okay? Now, you guys got to remember, after Aaron inbounds, he may not have anybody on him as he cuts through. Jay's cutting through, okay? Drew, if we go to you, look up the court, not backwards. I'd rather we don't use any more timeouts here. Let's just take care of the ball, okay?
Inside of it.
37 seconds left to go. Bears up by 17, but J.P. Stevens is not going to go away quietly. Long bomb pass for Morris. Morris inside the paint and walked and traveled with it. Kind of got tied up there by Cacolio. That was open as Coach Henning called it, but Morris couldn't come down with it cleanly. Mickens drives it into the front court, slips, falls, while is being popped around. Now makes it right to the basket. Oh, had a chance himself to take it in, but passed it to Miles. Miles misses 2 shots down low. Gibbons with the rebound.
Wow.
Passes it right to Bland. Bland misses an easy jumper. Gets it back, puts up a brick.
Wow.
Finally, Ruben Miles puts it in. 6 seconds left to go, 5 seconds.
No call.
No call. Good no call.
Good no call.
Our final score, East Brunswick 68, J.P. Stevens 53. A little scattered toward the end there, but still a very solid effort by the Bears.
No doubt about it. And the home court advantage, the Bears are saying if you come into my house here, you're going to have a tough time to go. And they got to keep that up as the schedule gets tougher down the road there. I believe they got Perth Amboy next.
Perth Amboy next on Thursday, and then Edison away on Tuesday the 30th. And then they're back home for 2 games against South Brunswick and Cardinal McCarrick. So chance for the Bears maybe to really work on it now, 9-6 overall.
Right.
Before coming into that really tough stretch right before the run with the GMCs and state playoffs. For Phil Hill and all the EBTV technical crew, I'm Ken Saroka, wishing you a good night. We'll see you back here for more basketball action.